pause on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine could affect local clinics in southeastern Wisconsin, but city officials say they're not that worried. Christina Van Zelst is live in Milwaukee with how one vaccination center is dealing with the news.
And there are a couple of local vaccination sites impacted by the pause of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. One of those is Hyatt Pharmacy here on Layton. But during today's Milwaukee County briefing, city officials say they're not worried because there's still plenty of vaccine supply. And because of that, health officials remain optimistic in vaccination efforts across the city.
Less than 1,500 total doses out of the over 82,000 we've administered have been Johnson & Johnson.
Milwaukee County officials addressing the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. This after federal health officials recommend a pause of that specific vaccine to investigate rare clotting reports.
We don't have to cancel any J&J appointments. We didn't have any specifically scheduled Johnson & Johnson appointments, so that's not impacting us at all.
In Milwaukee, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine was administered to a variety of people, teachers, mobile sites, shelters, and the brewers. As of Tuesday, about 16,000 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine have been administered countywide before the pause.
Johnson & Johnson has been by far the smallest number of vaccinations we have used, and we will continue to rely most heavily on the Pfizer right now.
The good news, the Johnson & Johnson doses won't go to waste. Local clinics storing them in the meantime.
Johnson & Johnson has a pretty long shelf life when refrigerated, and so we will, and the recommendation has been to maintain that supply.
While the Johnson & Johnson vaccine pause might be alarming to some, Milwaukee County officials say those who got that shot are at low risk. The message the mayor has to those now hesitant.
It's 1 out of 10 chances of getting the disease versus 1 out of a million chances of having this adverse reaction, which may or may not be connected to the vaccination.
Local clinics are contacting the people who receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine out of an abundance of caution to see what symptoms they can look out for. If you have any questions, you're also encouraged to contact any local vaccination site. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Christina Van Zelst, Fox 6 News.
Perspective is important, and that's what you gave us right there, Christina. Thank you.